I passed the BA Honours and MA examination in 1942. Soon after that, when I was at home for the vacation, 2 marriage proposals came from some people in Kottayam. My general idea was this, that the girls' people would make proposals and I can choose when a suitable person came. This idea came out, but I was careful not to marry rich people, as I was in a college and I was not having a high salary. It went on like that. Some 4 years afterwards, another proposal came. But I was not in favor of having a marriage at that time, because it was my desire to go to England for further studies. I wanted to go only when things were all ready for further studies, and the girl has also not completed the second part of MA yet. So I suggested that we can consider the matter after she completed the MA final. But thereafter, time passed, and some 4 years later, again a proposal came from her people. By that time, my scholarship for study in England was nearly ready, and I decided to have the marriage then, as she was second class MA in English, MA in botany, and she was a qualified teacher. The marriage took place in June. The scholarship had come by April, and I left for England, and my wife left for Ceylon, where she was teaching. Then we saw each other only 3 years later, after I had completed my studies in England and returned. During this time, when I was teaching at Alway, Union Christian College, my mother had the idea of building a new house. She was really concerned not about the house in which we were staying, but the place where it was located in the compound. 2 or 3 people had told her that the house was at the wrong place and it was not good for the family which stayed there. So she first thought of shifting the house to a new site which the people had approved of. But when the foundation was being dug, some people had the feeling that that was too small and that a bigger house should be built. So it was changed over to a bigger house, and for the new house I suggested the plan. But I did not have any money of my own, for the salaries at UC college salaries in all colleges at that time were low. But my mother managed to build the house in 3 or 4 years, and a nice, beautiful house came up by 1947. There were two persons who influenced my life while I was at school, deeply while I was at school. This was one, the vicar of our church, the Reverend A.C. Jacob Alekaparambil from Ninan, and the other was the Bishop of the Kottayam Diocese of the Orthodox Church. The vicar of the church was a very nice and helpful person. He used to stay at our house when he had to go through our place to other churches, and his children used to come here and play with me and my sister, and we also used to go to their house and stay there for some days sometimes. The bishop was a very pious and holy person, and we used to visit him occasionally. He came for consecrating the church here, and then all the food for him was taken from our house and taken to the church. He said that he would have come and taken his food in the house if it had not been not permitted according to their usual practice. After that, when the new house was built, he came and consecrated the house and had tea and other things here.